Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fuzzy. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Hope everybody's doing everything as far as being prosperous in life and living. Hope everybody's still safe. Good news, no one has been reported as far as being murdered. So my sisters, I'm so proud of you for listening, those who listen, as far as living in your truth and not, put yourself in a situation where these men out here end up killing you. Anyway, that being said, I want to talk to you about something. It was a question that was asked upon me in reference to what do I do as far as me always being alone by myself. And the thing about me, which I've talked about before, so I'm going to bring it back up once again. I live in a very spiritual world. I know a lot of you seen the Indian statues and stuff like that, but I live in a very spiritual world. It's nothing that I choose. It was something that was chosen for me. And it's not like I really wanted it. It is what it is. And, always go back to the universe. I always tell you, like, a lot of things that happen to me, I really don't choose it because I don't have a choice. It's just the way it's going to happen. Whether I want to deal with it or not, I have no say so. If I'm in line and everything, people are going to cross in front of me. If I'm sitting at a bus stop, little kids going to stand next to me. I get it. I don't even get upset. I just expect it. So the thing about it was that I was talking to reference to the other person that was talking about, you're trans and stuff like that, and you are a man and not a woman. And the thing about it that kind of bothered me, because the thing about it, I think when it comes down to education and understanding, as far as my being, we are all spirits. We are all inside of a body, which is the flesh. That's all it is. It's the flesh. Now, we don't decide we want to be black. We don't decide we want to be Spanish. We don't decide we want to be Indian. We don't decide we want to be tall. We don't decide we want to be short. We just deal with the cards that was given to us, and this is how we move forward. Now, as far as the argumental world, people are going to find anything or any reason to argue with you about anything as far as that. So I just put together a little something as far as the spiritual world, because we live in a very spiritual world, and the spirits are not going back back into the spirit world like they used to. They're actually staying among us. I don't know. I was talking to someone that's talking about a core zone or something, that the zone is open and basically the spirits are walking on the earth, which I definitely believe because they're not going back in. Anyway, the man said, I want to share this with you. Check this out. I want to talk to you about spirits. Now, so for some reason, people feel as though spirits is like this entity that leaves the body and stuff, and it's like in the form of a person, which is not true. What's inside of you is a beam of light, basically a light of being as far as yourself. And this is what a spirit looks like leaving the body. You notice that the body is leaving the flesh and there is no genitalia. This is what's inside of our body. It is a spirit. It is not a genitalia. For some reason, people feel as though your body defines who you are, and it's not true. The spirit is inside of the body. Now, when you die, of course, there comes death and you get reborn again through a woman, and your life begins all over again. This is the reason why I believe in reincarnation. Because once you die, that means your new body is ready and you're about to move forward. Now, these are spirits that's inside of someone's house that's been taken. Now, I'm going to show you the spirits that's also in my house. Now, if you look around my face, there is like light around there, and you may say, well, that's the lighting, Raven. Well, here's another one. Now, if you look around my face more, you can see more of like a lighting around my face and stuff. And these are spirits like I do the videos in the bathroom. And I always told you that I knew it was the spirit inside of there. As you can see through the pictures, that you can see the spirit that's around my face as I'm doing videos. I couldn't find the other one as far as, I had one that my eye colors changed and everything, but there are very much spirits in this house. It's a very old building. So I'm not surprised the video, captivated as far as that. But I wanted to show you proof as far as spirits. Now, if you look at that spirit that's there in these pictures, it does not say man or woman. This is a spirit. And this is the problem we have with society when it comes down to people. Because they feel as though you're a woman because you have a vagina, you're a man because you have a penis. But reality is that you're telling them what you are, but the world we live in, they don't want to accept that. Now, even though these captivated pictures and stuff, they're showing different spirits of people that they've gone through, these are spirits. And I'm going to talk to you about something here. We're going to talk about reincarnation now. Now, reincarnation to me is when you've been here before. Now, here's a picture of Jay-Z on the left, and there's an old picture of someone else
that resembles him. Now, these are people who've been here before in the past, has come back. And these are all spirits. Now, even though the flesh kind of remains the same as far as these pictures and stuff, the spirit remained the same. The spirit remained the same, because if you notice in the pictures, they're doing exactly the same thing. The clothes are almost exactly the same. The structures are almost exactly the same. You know, and it's just the way you know about reincarnation as far as coming back. We leave the body, but we come back. Now let's talk about deja vu. When you've been there before, you ever been to a location, you say, I feel like I've been here before. Or you meet somebody, it's like, oh, this is my soulmate, because you feel like you know them. That's just your third eye letting you know that your spiritual awareness is very much out there. You know, like when you're walking down the street, you could kind of feel somebody staring at you and you turn around and stuff. That's your third eye letting you know the spiritual thing that's going on. Now let's talk about morning when you can't sleep and the spirits are out. Now they used to come out at 3:30, but I noticed on this thing they got 3 to 5. So basically, someone else has been going through it a little bit early. Maybe it started at 3. Maybe I just woke up at 3:30. But between 3:30 into 4 o'clock, spirits walk the earth, and they're walking it now as we speak into today, and they have been walking it since I was a child. And these things that I'm telling you is not because someone told me. These are the things I learned from the spirit itself. Now I want to talk to you about death and life. I know you may say it's life after death. So basically, I'm going to let you see what else happens, you know, as far as being a person that's of gender that no one doesn't quite know what you are. Once again, you are a spirit. You're traveling. Now, let me just give you an idea what goes on. A woman gets pregnant, right? So as she's pregnant in labor, she's about to have a baby and everything. Now, this is going to be about life and death, or death and life. So she's pregnant. She's about to have a baby, and she's going through the changes and stuff because she's about to bring a new person into the world. Now, on the other side of that, someone is in the hospital dying at this time as she's about to give birth. Now, realize these two are actually connected, but they do not realize it because there's another point in time as far as universe. Now, when a woman begins to push harder, she's actually pulling the other person's soul out the body over there. And once she pulls the spirit from the body over there, whatever part of the universe is at, the baby is born. Now, once the baby is born, the person on the other side of the universe has just died. And it just goes over and over and over. It's like a cycle. And it just keeps going over and over to the end of time. Now I'm going to show you how the transgenders play a part in this. Transgender man or transgender woman. They go through the same procedures in reference to the pregnancy as far as a woman giving birth. Okay, a woman is pregnant. Once again, we're going to do the same procedure. There is someone in the universe that is dying. Now, this person that is dying is actually a man that's dying. The woman is going into labor. She's beginning to push the person that's dying now. The man is dying. And guess what? She had a girl. So the man that died went into a girl's body. And this is how the transgenders go through this process, which you can see a couple of celebrities that went through that as far as being a man inside of a woman's body. Some people corrected and stuff. And this is the reason why a lot of transgenders are out here now trying to let people understand what's happening to them and what happened. Hopefully it'll give you an idea exactly what happens within the universe. We are all children of the same God. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. Those who judge will never understand, and those who understand will never judge.
Okay, so it gives you an idea in reference to the spiritual world, you know, and the things that I see things, and, you know, I get to talk to a lot of different spirits and stuff. I know it sounds like Jeebus and stuff, but, you know, it's a very spiritual world, and you are a spirit, and I'm a spirit, and the thing about it is that we have to understand one thing. We are all connected together, whether we want to deal with it or not. Once we leave this body, it's just a spirit. Did you not tell you does not come with you? I hate to tell you, but it really don't. And when we transfer off this body, when it's all used up and it's ready for a new body, because the body is flesh of cancer or the ridden disease that happens to the body, you move forward and you come back, you know. And that's the reason why when you put on music, little kids start dancing. So how does baby know how to do this? Because they're reincarnated. All the signs have been there over and over and over. It's just up to you to utilize it. Just watch and listen, you know. And the thing about it with me, as far as the spiritual world, it's not nothing I decided I wanted to do. It was chosen for me, and I hate it. I know it's just in it, but I do kind of hate it because most people are afraid that someone trying to come in to kill them. I'm most afraid of the spiritual world that walks in the room with me and, they don't walk to the door, just walk straight in and it's a very difficult time sometimes, but, you learn to deal with it after a certain period of time. I've had no choice but become a student to the teacher. And I try to share this with you. So for those who listen, listen. For those who don't. And another thing I want to share with you, I won't be putting thanks for sharing because I constantly keep doing that over and over. So you know how they got the little heart there? By my name, think I'm gonna give you that to let you know I love you. But I'm gonna let you know I love you, of course, in this video because you never know. I may die one day, and this may be the last time I tell you I love you. So I just want to make sure that you knew that I loved you. And you could have said, "Wow, Raven passed on, but you always said you love me." Anyway, the being said, I just wanted to share that with you, and I want to let you know I love you, and I want to thank you for watching. And I want to feel about this, the spiritual world, and I want to let you know I love you, and I want to thank you for watching. It's the Ray.